Hey everybody, this is Justin Williams. I'm in Kampala, Uganda, and I'm a missionary with World Gospel Mission. And I wanted to briefly share with you one of my favorite moments here in Uganda. One of my favorite moments here happened just a few weeks ago during one of our middle school missions projects. One of the most important things to me is the idea of making the Bible practical. So during this specific trip, I explained to our students that they would feel awkward and some would be intimidated by what they were seeing and experiencing, and that was okay. We went to the homes of people that had HIV or were HIV positive and were in pretty difficult situations. So on our first visit, this dear lady that you're seeing here has had a very, very difficult time. She had 10 children and lost 9 of them to AIDS. And so when she saw us coming, she rarely gets visitors, but when she saw us coming, she began to actually clap and cry as we walked into her house. Again, there are 7 or 8 of us coming in, and so she began to cry, and she was hugging us and holding our hands and just so grateful that we came. And so what you see here is one of our students actually holding her hands. He prayed first in English and then on her behalf, and to honor her and out of great respect, he prayed in Luganda as well. And it was such a neat time. She was so grateful. We prayed for her health, and then she also thanked God that He would send us to her, because again, she rarely gets visitors, and so this was a really neat time. The next place that you're seeing is if you look to the right. This what we'll call her Mrs. B. If you look to the right, that is a swamp that's down there, and it is a field. It's actually a field of garbage that's just below there. And so what happens is she lives at the bottom of a hill, and so when it rains really hard, the water comes up and covers about half of her door. Or when the swamp surges, it actually takes the garbage and the water and flushes it into her property. And so she's in a really difficult position. In fact, the day we came, there is standing water in her home. She actually went and was so excited that we came. She put down rocks so that we could step into her home and have a place to sit. And there were about 7 or 8 of us at that time, and she refused to let any of us stand. That's how grateful she was that we came. If you're looking at this next picture, it's actually about 300 meters worth of rock that we had to cross, and we were carrying supplies with us as well in order to get to her home. So her first question to us was, "Why are you here? Why have you come out here? No one comes out here because it is so difficult to get to my property. What is it that you're doing here?" And our students did such a great job at telling her, "We came out here to see you because you are important to us, because you're important to God." And so she was just blown away that we would come all that way out there. She asked us to pray for her health. She was also HIV positive, and she had 2 children that were also HIV positive. And so as we prayed for her, and then we sang songs with her. We got to play with her children, and then we made our way back. And it was a really precious time to watch these young people overcome awkwardness and actually be the hands and feet of Christ. As you can see here, this is one of our students who is actually, he said, I will take the initiative to pray. I'll pray over this house and over these people. And again, these are middle schoolers who simply want to be different, who simply want to know what it means to actually be followers of Jesus Christ, to be disciples of Jesus Christ, and be the hands and feet of Him. And it was so incredible to actually watch them do this. And so I wanted to tell you thank you first and foremost for making this possible. Without you guys, these things would not be happening. But because you guys are directly involved in what's going on, you are impacting lives that people that you may never see this side of heaven, but one day we'll get there and we'll celebrate together. So thank you very much, and may God bless you.